Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Mavro Yayo Sise. In today's video, we are going to discuss about variables and data types. Variables and data types are very important in Python because sometimes we have a huge number of amount of data we want to work on, but due to the volume of the data, we can't manage this type of data. So in Python, we use variables to assign this type of data. Therefore, in today's video, we use variable to manage and assign variables to a particular data. So the place wherein we place this data is referred to as container in Python. So at the end of this video, you can even edit 1,000 words, or I can say 5,000 words of a story just by giving an assignment to a particular, for an example, for a play or a character. You can just assign a particular variable or value to certain data. So it will be very easy for you to manage that huge amount of data. So at the end of this video, you will be able to edit a story of even 5,000 words by just using variables. But before we start, let's take a recap on the previous video we did. On the previous video, we work on print function and input function, wherein we assign our name. Let's say my name, input your name to the print function, then you ask what is your name, then you get an output. So that's what we deal with previous class. So, but before we start, I just want to give a recap on those areas we discussed the last time. So the same way applies. Just go to your Google, or if you are using Edge, Microsoft Edge, open your Microsoft Edge. Then you can open Replit account. I know you must have created an account before. Open that account, then we'll start to run our code. So the first example we are going to treat here today is the input function we did the last time. After which, we'll proceed to the main topic of today. So if we can give a recap on what we did last time, we'll come here, print, you open your brackets, quotation, then we said hello. Hello, this is not hello world, just hello. Then we use a plus sign. Let's give a space, a plus sign, and we do an input, input. We input, let's say we want to input our name. So we input to say, what is your name? Say, what is your name? Question mark. Okay. What is your name? So the last time we did this example. So now if we enter our run button here, we can check on the console. You ask here, what is your name? Okay. So now I will type my name here. I will type my name here, then you press enter. You have hello allergy. But the last class, for you to give a space on this one, we have two options, right? The first option here, you can either come to this hello before the quotation, you give a space. So let's see, you see this space. So let's run this again. Let's see. So now they ask you what is your name again. You enter your name. You press enter. Then now you see the space. That's another way of spacing. You can also use this. Let's close this space. And one, we see. Now enter your name as usual. Then you press enter. You see no space. So another way to do this, you can come here just after the question mark. You give your space and you type your name. And you type your name. You press enter, then you see you get another space. So this is just a recap on what we did on the previous class. So now let's make this a bit interacting again. Now we want to assign our name to the input function. So now we can say name. Name. Now they will ask you inputs. Input, what is your name? Inputs. What is your name? Input, what is your name? Okay. So if we want this one, so now they said what? After this one, they said, what is your name? So you enter your name again. Then enter. Okay, first let's try to remove this. Because we are done with this one, let's make things easy. So now here, you can just say print, print, print name. Let's see. I did this deliberately for me just to give you a recap on what we did the last time about errors. So you see here is because there is no quotation mark here, that's why we have that error. So now if you close your quotation mark, you will see now no error, it will generate. See now, what is your name? You enter your name again, then press enter. So this one now is just give you the name. It will not say hello, your name. This one just the name. So this is refers to as assignments. In terms of variables, you can assign variables to a letter or a number, but this one is just a name. This name, you will ask the user to input his name, then after which we will print the user's name. Okay, so now let's use an assignment in terms of numbers. Let's see. So if we say A, let's A equals to 3, and we say B equals to 4. Now we say C so now let's say C equals A plus B. A plus B. So now let's print C. Let's print C. So let me just talk about this a bit. This assignment operation, you see A is assigned to 3, 3 is assigned to A, 4 is assigned to B. Now we say C equals to A plus B. A and B are assigned to C. So now if you say print C, it means this print function C will add 3 plus 4, which is 7. So let's run this code and see. You see, the answer is 7. This is just an assignment. We assign these numbers to these letters. We assign 3 to A, 4 to B, and we assign A and B to C. Then we print C. This is an assignment operation. Okay. So now let's have a brief story, then we'll see how we use variable on those stories, how we do editing on this type of story just by using variables assignments. Okay, so now let's see simple story here of one man named Uthman. Okay, let's just type this story. But do not like being 50. Okay, print. He lived in Freetown. So here we have a simple story here. Let's say you have about 1,000 lines of this story, which is very huge, or over 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 lines. Now you want to edit this type of story in such a way that any line of code here you want to edit, you just need to come to the line and change the name. So let's say now we want to change the name of the character in this story. The character's name here is Uthman, and the character's age here is 50, and the city he lived is Freetown. So let's say you have about 1,000 of this type of information wherein the character's name appear over 1,000, the character's age appear over 1,000, and the cities appear over 1,000. How you can edit this type of information? So now this one is very simple. You can just run this piece of code. Here you are seeing, you can just see the full story. Okay, so now this is the story. There was a man named this. He was 50 years old. He really liked the name Uthman, but he did not like being 50. He is in Freetown. He lived, okay, like this. He lived in Freetown. Let's rerun this code. He lived in Freetown. So now, suppose we want to change the character's name. So it means we just need to come here to the character's name of this story, Uthman. We'll change here. We'll change here, let's say Alman. Alman. Then we can come again as well on the age. We'll change the age. So if we have about 1,000 of these lines of code just to edit. So now if we run this piece of code again, you can see the character's name has changed to Alman. So this type of coding is not efficient and it's not good for a good programmer. Okay, because if you want to do editing on your program, you're just supposed to write one code. You have to assign certain variables to a particular information, so that when you want to change any information, you can just go to the variable you assign, you change that variable, then it will generate in all your story. So now you see we'll just change this one. So if we have a lot of information of this one, this type of story, it will be very difficult for us to edit. So to solve this issue, we'll come up here. We say now we want to assign this name to a variable called character's name, because this character is a story, right? So now we can say character name. Character plus character's name. Underscore name. Say plus again. Then you give your quotation. Okay. The quotation is here. Of course, we close our bracket. Okay. So now you can copy this piece of information let's make this simple. Control C. We can just copy this and paste inside here. So now we just need to change here the age, character's age. And here again we change again here, we paste. Okay. Character's name. This is age, character's age. And here again, the town he live in, we can change this again. The town, Freetown. So now we have this type of story. So if you want to change the name of the character now, the age, the town he live, is very simple. So when writing your code, you can just take notes of these variable assignments. Here, character's name, character's age, character's town or city. So you can just add it in your code, then you can run your code. So if you want to do any changes, you can just come here where you assign the character's name, you change. Suppose you want to change the name of the character, you can just come here and change the name of the character, the age as well as the town. So no sooner you change up there, it's needless for you just to come to the story, to the 1,000 words or 5,000 words story to edit each line of code. So this one will save time, and it will make your code be more effective and efficient in presenting your codes either to customers or to clients. Okay, so let's try to do small corrections here where we need to give our quotation for this code to be correct. Okay, and we need to remove this other quotation. Okay, then give just one. Okay, then here we need to delete this one, and we just have character's name and so on. So when you want to write your code, just make sure you do this method. Now let's try to run this story and see what will be our output. So now you can see the story says there was a man named Othman. He was 50 years old 50 years. Then he really liked the name Uthman, but he did not like being 50. He lived in Freetown. So here I'm supposed to say character's town. Okay, character's town. Okay. So this again, we need to delete this 50. As you see here, we have two 50s. We need to delete. Okay, so now let's try to run this code. You can manipulate your code anyhow to suit your comfort. You can change, you can add, you can delete. So you just feel free to play with your code and see if what you want is your output then. So now if we want to change this code here, the name of the character, we don't need to come here code by code to change the name again. We can just come up here, we change. So here we change the name to Mavro. Okay. Then let's say we change this age to, this new character's age is 70. And the town here, let's change to Leicester. Okay. So now if we run this code here, the character's town, the name of the character, and the age of the character will change to what we have assigned, the new assignment we have given to the character's name, age, and town. So let's run this once more. So you see everything changes. Mind you, what makes this one to give us as one word is because of this space. As I told you before, when you are writing your code, you need to give a space. You need to give a space here, and after this words, we need another space. Okay, for it to be unique. And here again, we can give a space. Then we run our code. So you see now it's well presented. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel. Give this channel a like. Give your comments on the subscription below so that it will help me improve this content. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel. Give it a like. And let's have this coding exercise for now. I want to give you an exercise that says write a story of 20 words, just 20 words, short story, okay? Then you give it the name of a character, the age, the town, the best pets or the pets the character likes on the story, and present it on the comment section below. Then I will just check and see if you guys understand what we are doing. Thank you for giving your time to this video.